she's so fine. Helluva, blows my mind. Helluva, lights my day.
What's good, guys? Today is Saturday, September the 3rd, 2022. I've almost got my voice back. I'm recovering from being under the weather. Now, I don't do the drama. I don't do the mess over here. You can keep that to yourself. And most of the time, if I get a comment that's, I'll just reply back, #J4K, because I'm not going to do it. I don't have time and I'm too grown for it. So I do, however, get asked on a regular basis, who is Kimberlu Wiles? Do you know who Kimberlu Wiles is? And then the narrative also that Kimberlu Wiles inserted into the J4K community, those questions get asked quite a bit. So what I wanted to do, mainly for the new subscribers, but a lot of the old ones still are confused as to who Kimberlu Wiles was. So I want to do this in a series. I'm not going to do it in one video because it will be too lengthy. And I know my attention span, and I try to keep my videos short, sweet, and packed with factual information from actual research. Now, what I will do in this video is give you the background on who Kimberlu Wiles is and how it was found out who Kimberlu Wiles was. Very interesting, actually. Very interesting. And it just traces it all the way through. Then, in my next video, I will insert the narrative. I will read the narrative that this person has inserted into the J4K community. And then that way, when you hear these things that come up, you will be actually completely informed. And you can either take it with a grain of salt or, do what you wish with it. But I think it's important as a responsible content creator that when we hear things like that, we put a stop to it. We nip it in the bud. We don't just ignore it. I'm sorry. And I don't do the mess. But when I hear something that I know is malicious, hogwash, I'm going to speak out on it. And then you guys can look and see who's angry about it. Who's angry about the truth coming out? So I'm going to go ahead and play what I have. And I have gotten a video from Nathan and Renee. And then also Cassie has given me things to go in this series. And thank God for the both of them, or actually the three of them, for doing this. But I think you'll find this video very interesting. And so I'm going to go ahead and play that. Then my next piece will probably come out shortly after that because I've already got it all recorded. I'm just trying to break it all into pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and play that and let's get to it.
This woman here, that's Crystal Dean, of course. And this information was actually dropped into our lap about a month ago. And along with the information that was provided to us, we did our own investigation and research. So this is actually a developing story for many reasons, including exploitation, defamation of character, identity fraud, emotional distress, and so on and so on. An additional case is also possibly being built for criminal charges due to Crystal making threats and harassing others online using young ladies' images that she did not get permission to use. So we're going to get to the first fake profile, the reason why we're here. And this young lady that's coming up, she had no idea that her images were stolen. This woman here, Crystal made a grave error by stepping into the celebrity world and including this young lady's image. And her family members actually came across a YouTube video with her images displayed all over it. And that is how it was brought to her attention that her images were stolen. So Crystal had made fake Rachel Thornton accounts, fake Rachel Smith accounts, And that is not this young woman's name. She has no connection to Crystal. She wanted to make that clear. This is why she requested that I do this video. She wanted to make it clear that she has no connection to Crystal. She even went as far as to go to law enforcement, and they advised her to hire a lawyer and submit a cease and desist letter. And she could also hire a private investigator to track the perpetrator, which is Crystal Dean. And that is actually what she did. So this has actually been going on for a good 6 months now. Here's just more images of this young woman. And I'm going to get to how the emails of Crystal's personal email link up to this Rachel Thornton account. Just more images of this girl that was stolen. Here is the partial email here for the Rachel Thornton account. You can see that there. It's C, and then there's space 8 at T space. All right, so here is the full email, which is the third one down, cdean78 at triad.rr.com, and there it is there, up close and clear. This is from the Rachel Smith account, and this is also from Crystal Dean's personal email. So this location says Crystal lived in Kernville, California. She did not live there. She only had a P.O. box there. Anybody can get a P.O. box in another state. You just have to check it often, and if you don't, they will close it. And that is what Crystal did. All right, so this image here, Crystal posted on the Rachel Thornton account, and this is not of the young lady. This is actually an image there you see there from Pinterest. You can actually go on Pinterest, do an image search, and you will find that image. This next image is also from Pinterest. This is not that young lady, but Crystal decided to make everyone think it was. All right, so evidence in real time. I'm going to click on the links, and it's going to pull in the account's link to this email address at cdean78 at triad.rr.com. I'm going to click on that Lincoln account of Crystal's, and pops up Pinterest. Her account pops up. This is all linked to that email address. And the Rachel Thornton pops up, all linked to that email address. All three of those accounts. All right, so more fake accounts using this young lady's image. Crystal decided to make an old Twitter account using that young lady's image. And of course, she looks like a baby on there, so she's just been stealing all of her pictures. All right, so this account states Nelly Nelly, based out of, it states New Orleans, made and raised. And the next is a load of other fake accounts. The Kimberlu Wiles account. Now, we were only able to connect one Kimberlu Wiles .94 to Crystal Dean's personal email address. I mean, there could be more, but this is the one that we were able to, for a fact, 100% proof connect. And there's the email address. And this is actually, she's using her old college email address at goldford.edu college. And that is the 6th one down on this list. And there it's close up. You guys can see that. And this is Crystal's Lincoln account, and you will see under education, she lists at SW Goldford as education. She also lists an old website of hers at the bottom of that. All right, so additional fake accounts, more fake accounts of Crystal. So she opened this account here, and these are old accounts. The Jessica Simone, and this young lady actually, the first young lady who we discussed, she reached out to that young lady, and so she's part of this case now too. And as you can see, Crystal she forgot to change her Crystal.Dean, the personalized link on Facebook. She forgot to change her name under the Jessica profile link. All right, additional fake accounts of Crystal Dean. Brittany Bish, and also these are all fake, and believe there's 3 or 4 listed here, three 3, 4, or 5 accounts listed here that Crystal has them. If you look on these sites, she has them communicating, giving the illusion that these people are real and they're having a discussion and they're meeting up outside. None of it is real. It's the same thing she did with her personal account, the Crystal Dean account, and the Rachel Thornton account. She would pretend like they were talking or separately discussing things when it's the same person. All right, so coming up is another account on High Five, and it matches Crystal Dean's email address, the cdean78 at Yahoo, and she's using someone else's picture that is not Crystal. All right, coming up is an IG account where she's using her Yahoo email address for this one, the same one she used for that High Five account. So she's changed the name on here, Truth and Lies. It was Kenneka Capper, and as you can see there, she switched it to Truth and Lies, and I'm sure she's going to change it again. This is what she's probably going to do with all these accounts. Okay, there's the email link there. But what she doesn't understand is that she's been tracked everywhere. So that email address is actually the first one on this list, the cdean78 at yahoo.com. And here's more of her fake accounts. The one with the kind of Chinese writing, the bottom one, Instagram. Now that's linked to another Instagram account that's coming up next. That Jess Tate was also listed on Facebook. We were able to connect them. These old accounts, she forgot to change her name on them. All right, so pay attention to her vocabulary on the Twitter post that she has listed on her tasty something Twitter. We'll see here. Does it sound familiar, the way she's using her verbiage? Tasty Treats Twitter at cdean78. She's using words like goofy, tweaking, talking about Dolph. I mean, this is 3/24/22. She's 44 years old in this, and she's talking like this. All right, so she's adding King Von Burner too, and she's calling somebody a monkey A. Then she's calling somebody a snitch A, N-word. And remember, this is Crystal Dean. She's a white woman using all this verbiage. All right, so this was pretty funny, so I decided to post this. You guys can read this. This guy has no idea what she's talking about, and he kind of lets her know, like, huh? Kind of just shows how pathetic she is. All right, more of that post and that conversation. And he was saying, I didn't say nothing. All right, so she's posting more about young Dolph. All right, so next is her fictionalized love affair. It was, of course, orchestrated by Crystal Dean herself. So this man here, he died back in 2014. His name is Gerald Dwayne Williamson, and she decided to disrespect him in death like she's done these other men. All right, so she posts his picture on and off for years, making people believe she has a child with him. There's no child. Absolutely no child. All right, so this was a private investigator speaking with his sister, and she's stating, you are very welcome, and if there's anything I can do to help stop her, let me know, because she needs to be stopped. She has caused a lot of mess with the family and my brother's daughter, mom, starting stuff. She even says she had a baby by my brother-in-law. All right, so that's the woman he was with before he died, and the mother of his children. This is the one Crystal harassed, that woman. And his mom posted this about Crystal. She says, who will F this ugly ghost? And that post is still up. And then here's just another picture that I decided to post on here of him and his family, and I was given permission to post this. All right, and then as you can see, Crystal's YouTube channel, cdean78, she decided to change the last name to Williamson after his last name. Kind of like she did with the Rachel Thornton profile after the rapper Young Dolph died. All right, so here's a conversation that Gerald's family two of his family members are having about they've never seen the baby. So Crystal is commenting, and her fake Rachel Thornton account, which is Crystal, also commenting on this. Okay, you guys, so the second part is our Zoom videos with two of the women whose pictures were stolen and the family members of Gerald. And the third part is more emails that we did not list in here of Crystal's, and more fake profiles from all over, including dating accounts like Tinder, that she's actually using the first woman pictures from the Rachel Thornton profile. She's using her pictures on Tinder. Pretty sad and disgusting. All right, so you guys stay tuned. We will be back. I'm sure they will report this, but that's why we have this also posted on our other 3 sites. And you have to actually pay to get into those. So unless you want to pay to get in that and report it, yeah, it's going to stay up. Thank you, guys.
Okay. Now you have actual proof, unequivocal proof, of who Kimberlu Wiles is. Okay? There's no doubting it. That's who it is. So, and like they said in the video, there are charges that are going to be coming from this. Possibly including new charges. And that's all I'm going to say on that for that. I'll leave that alone and let people way above my pay grade handle that. But my next video will be the narrative. And then that way you can understand and process it a little bit better. So thanks for watching, guys. And I'll see you in part 2. Have a great night.